Welcome to
All right.
Cooking in Short Shorts. Cooking with Carl and Becca.
Welcome to our battle today. It is a chocolate war between myself and Carl. And this is my chance to redeem myself after our last fruit salad battle where I lost. Spectacular.
What does your shirt say? Chocolate
warrior.
All right.
I know, he didn't. He was not in it today.
It's psychological warfare.
It is psychological warfare.
It worked because now I'm nervous.
Well, if you're just joining us today, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Carl and Baking with Becca. We are delighted to have you here for this baking episode, which is in reality a kitchen stadium battle of epic proportions.
I like the battle episodes. So both of our recipes are pretty short and simple, but so instead of cooking at the same time like a true battle, we're gonna be gentlemanly and and we'll cook one at a time.
Gentlemanly, I think ladylike
is a little bit. That's right. I was trying to.
Yeah.
It is a duel, though.
It's a duel. Okay, it's a battle
duel of wits.
Oh, a duel of wits. A battle of the mind and the stomach.
Yeah.
A battle for Melissa's ultimate taste buds, really.
She's gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, she's gonna love it. Yeah. She's always a great judge. So we'll invite Melissa back today when she comes in.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start today. The battle is gonna be kicked off with my chocolate mousse recipe. So this is a 3-ingredient chocolate mousse that you can make. And my battle isn't just for your taste buds, my friends. My battle is for simplicity and ease of use. So let's see which recipe you think is the best one for a quick and simple way to somebody's heart or somebody's stomach, or just really to your own happiness. Because isn't chocolate really just, the best. It just equals happiness?
It's great.
Yeah, it really does. All right, so we're gonna start here. So the ingredients that you need today.
You want to do yours and I'll do mine?
Yeah, so the ingredients that you need today for mine, for this easy made chocolate mousse is 30 marshmallows.
Whoa.
So you need 30 marshmallows, which doesn't sound typical for mousse. We couldn't find marshmallows, strangely enough, so we ended up with those giant campfire marshmallows.
Somebody opened the bag already.
Oh, I wonder who. I don't know.
Got in there?
I don't know.
So you're -1.
So I'm -1.
Adjust your whole recipe.
However, you should know that these are jumbo-sized marshmallows. You basically get 2 for 1 in this, so it's okay that one is missing and has made an exit to my stomach.
Yeah.
The next thing you need is 8 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. So any kind of chocolate that's not a chocolate chip, because as Carl discovered, chocolate chips, much like shredded cheese, they
coat it with some sort of wax so they don't melt in your cookies. What you want that little shape and them to stay on top. It makes sense, but apparently it's not the best thing to melt down.
No,
you want to have a block chocolate.
Yeah, so we're doing a block chocolate today. So we are melting up our 8 ounces of chocolate in here with a 2-cup portion of whipped cream.
So pretty much the whole thing.
Pretty much the whole thing here. Now we are a little bit short 2 cups, but that's all right. We didn't want to buy a giant one and then just have extra whipped cream all over the place all the time.
I figure we could add a little cream,
if we need
normal
to.
cream to make up for it.
If we need to.
Yeah.
So the great thing about this recipe is that you make it in your microwave. So this isn't a fancy for my chocolate, although this surface is actually perfect for tempering chocolate. Yeah, it's a really great surface for tempering chocolate because it's cold and you'll get that nice sheen and finish. But we're going to start by adding our chocolate. Carl, do you want to bring the camera over?
My ingredients just so they're all out of the way?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Or am I keeping my recipe secret?
No, you can go ahead.
So I'm going to make. It's actually very easy. The way I'm going to do the oven, but it's a microwave mug cake. So you can just make this by yourself in like 5 minutes in the microwave. I'm going to make a few in muffin trays. Basically just flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking soda, salt. What else? Milk. Oh, milk. Canola oil, water, vanilla.
This sounds like a long list to me, friends.
Yeah,
this sounds like a hard recipe. This sounds like,
I'm no chocolate warrior.
Yeah, well, he's starting in with the psychological warfare and interrupted my recipe. Yeah, so I'm coming in hard with the.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna go. I got the chocolate here. So
am I allowed to help you or sabotage?
Well, you could try. We'll see. So what I'm gonna do here, you can see is, remember going to the Hershey's chocolate factory when you were a kid? When I was at school, we used to go to the Hershey's chocolate factory. It was like one of my favorite trips. and you would find these bars of chocolate that you could buy and just break them up. So essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break these up. Do you wanna bring that over so they can see?
Sure, you know, I read a sign of a good chocolate is if you snap it and it doesn't crumble, it just snaps. That's supposed to be really good chocolate. And
Seems pretty good.
there's a lot of, you wanna go over it yet, or?
Well, we
chocolate
will
stuff? Okay,
soon, we
later.
will soon. But what we are gonna do now is break this up into pieces. So I am gonna put this in here. What else I'm gonna do is just set a piece aside, which is gonna make us a little short in the chocolate department, but that's okay because we are going to melt that separately and then add it in later.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and just break it up into pieces. Bam, there it is. And your 8 ounces of chocolate, which is 1 full package in your baker's chocolate, which we got for very inexpensive.
Did you ever eat baker's chocolate?
I by accident.
I used to eat it, thinking
I
it
ate
would
it on
be good.
purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's still.
I ate it on purpose, you know, I
You
ate
still
what
do?
chocolate I had in the house at the time, yeah, so
Yeah.
whatever I could get my little hands on, my hot little hands.
Are you saving a little?
I'm saving a little piece so that we can melt that separately for later for our tip.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do here is do this. The next thing I need to do is put in my marshmallows. So I would say, from my estimation,
Mhm.
2 of these probably equal 4 regular sized marshmallows. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in next. So these are the next thing to go in. So marshmallows, so you need 30 of these.
It's just melting all this goodness. right?
All this goodness together. This is starting to look kind of like a campfire s'more. Does anybody feel like they could go out and sit over a fire with this bowl?
Just put it on a graham cracker.
Certainly, and then you're set. So let's-
Morning.
Good morning, how are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
So whoever's cleaning this bowl, I don't feel sorry for.
13, 14, 15. One more for posterity. All right, that looks like maybe 30 marshmallows. What do you think? I'm gonna add a couple more just in case, because I feel like we need them. All right, and that leaves me this many for later.
For snacking.
For snacking and other various purposes, maybe throwing at your face to distract you during your portion.
Well,
Carl, you're being pretty nice right now. I am shocked
I
because
haven't-
I am very determined to win this time. and
I
he's
know she printed out a little
low-key.
name tag.
Look at this. I did print out a name
I
tag.
haven't had a second coffee yet.
Oh,
You got
man.
me at a disadvantage.
That was the plan. Keep him busy so he can't make his coffee,
Yeah.
and we're set. Now we've got the heavy cream, so I only need a 1/2 cup of this.
Okay.
In it goes, 1/2 cup of my heavy cream. And this
Bump
goes-
your- bump your
You can
arm.
bump my arm, you know what's gonna happen though, and then I just pour it right over the top. If you bump my arm,
Yeah.
lots of crazy things are gonna happen. Now, next thing that we're gonna do, put that aside, is take this off camera because I have to nuke this now. So when you're doing this, you have to actually nuke it on high for 2 minutes.
You cover it?
You don't cover it.
Oh, this is interesting.
This is gonna be very interesting. So you
2
nuke it on
minutes. Keep an eye
high
on
for
it,
two,
yeah.
2 minutes. I'm gonna need another small bowl. Carl, can you just give me a plain glass bowl from over there? So the next thing that we're gonna do as well is I'm gonna melt this in there too. So there's gonna be 2 different little bowls melting it up in there, Carl.
Well, it's small.
Just a small one, nothing fancy. Perfect. All right, so I'm stepping off camera. What Carl says to you now, just
Yeah, I'm gonna go
remember,
over,
none of it's true. None of it's true.
I'm not mean. Everybody wins when it's a chocolate competition. So does anybody know which country eats the most chocolate per year? I thought it was the States, but I was wrong. Well, it's pretty wrong.
What is it, Carl?
I'm not telling you.
Sweden?
Oh, what are you getting there? Starts with an S.
Switzerland.
Yeah,
Oh.
19
Okay.
chocolate per person, 19 pounds. Can you imagine?
I feel like I
Per
am
year.
19 pounds of chocolate as it is. I feel like that's just my body composition
They
these
love
days.
it. I think Norway was second, and it's the European. They
Right.
need to sweeten up, right?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
The Swiss are
Nobody's
Where
famous.
minding.
did Canada rank in?
I didn't get the whole list, but I am curious now. I'm gonna look that up. So should I get started on my
Yes,
dry
start.
stuff? Oh, I'm frazzled now.
You're
I'm
frazzled.
frazzled, okay.
What's wrong, Carl? What's
Oh,
wrong?
God,
Is something
I'm all-
missing? Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm just no good at
Oh,
baking.
no.
You're the expert, and you're so confident today.
I am confident.
Throwing me off here, so. Okay, so for mine, it's, a little cake. We're just gonna do little mug cakes. I wanted to get some berries, and you could do that on your own. I have my own tricks I'm gonna use to spruce it up. What are you doing back there? Get out of here.
Sabotaging.
Yeah. So I upped the ingredients for 2 servings. So we need 1/2 cup of flour. You're just distracting me, hey? You hit all the 1/2 cup. You left me with the weird fractions.
I left you with the weird fraction.
No, I can't do fraction math.
We both know that, we're very mathematically inclined in this kitchen. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm not that cruel.
So what happens if with baking, you don't want to mess up your ratios and stuff, but
Yeah,
what would happen? Like too much cocoa powder, too much sugar?
Well,
Would
too
it
much-
go flat?
too much cocoa powder wouldn't really affect you too
Yeah.
much other than flavor, but the actual, if you have too much flour, it's gonna be too doughy. If you have too much sugar, it's not gonna taste nice.
It will taste nice.
With
Too much sugar? Oh, yeah.
Too much sugar. There's never too much with Carl when it comes to sugar, garlic, or parsley.
So I did 1/2 cup flour, 1/2 cup sugar. What's your
Ooh,
heat?
I'm hearing a
Yeah,
sound.
did it explode? We got this old cocoa powder, so 1/4 cup. That's a lot. And I was also reading, you can use cocoa powder in place of flour if you're doing like a chocolate kind of, something where you wouldn't want it to stick, you'd usually put flour down, you can use cocoa powder. I was reading, so there's 1/4 cup. What you got there? How's it looking?
Oh, it's not looking
Whoa.
done yet. The microwave's not behaving very well today,
Well, that's
Carl.
quite a few marshmallows in there.
Quite a few marshmallows, but I kind of wonder if somebody had a look at that microwave before I got
Oh,
started.
sabotage.
Sabotaging the microwave, are you?
I gotta mix up teaspoons and tablespoons
He's
again.
gonna put in 7
so
tablespoons
frazzled.
of baking soda, right, Carl? 7
Okay, okay.
tablespoons, you said that
All
once?
right, you win.
63.
Baking
63.
soda?
That's it, just this little tiny bit.
That's
Okay.
it, that's it.
Salt.
This stuff, yeah, you don't want to get
Yeah.
wrong, because then it tastes bad and it also doesn't lemon properly.
Okay, so some salt for some reason, I don't know
Well,
why.
salt is for flavor. Salt is a flavor,
It's not sweet enough.
flavor bomb.
It's not sweet.
Not sweet.
This is the tiniest little cup I've
Yeah.
ever used.
There
Okay.
you go. What else do you need?
Some milk, but because it calculated the recipe, I gotta figure this out. 1/3 cup, 1/2 tablespoon, and 1/2 teaspoon. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, you know what? Let's just throw in a cup. 1/2 cup.
You're throwing your cup there,
I
Carl.
don't know.
I gotta keep going on this
I'm
thing.
lost without you, buddy.
Oh, well, I'm right here. I'm not gonna cook your goose. Just
Yeah.
so everyone can see what this looks like, the consistency on this in the meantime. I'm gonna just come this way for
What
30
you got?
seconds.
Holy moly,
Look at the size
soup.
of those marshmallows.
They got big.
They got
You're
huge.
supposed to stir this.
You're
somehow.
supposed to stir this together.
Oh, gosh.
Here I come to get in the way.
Right on top of my recipe.
I will get right
You
on
did
top
that
of your
on
recipe.
purpose.
I did.
So I don't have canola oil. Do you think sesame oil would work or?
Yeah,
The one we
sesame
have?
oil would work. Yeah, you'll be all right, Carl. Don't
No, 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 no.
No, sunflower oil.
Okay.
Ah,
For my friend.
there we go.
Oh, you're not making this easy here.
I never make it easy.
1/4 cup.
Where's your sesame?
I got the sunflower.
Don't you want the sesame, Carl?
Get over here. That's a lot of oil, no?
It is, it is.
Is that
But you're
normal?
gonna need, no, that's your, I promise you that's normal. You do need to.
That seems
Well,
crazy. Okay. It's my first time baking.
All right, well,
Never.
you're doing well. You're doing
There,
well.
water too. Okay.
Despite my best
2 tablespoons water,
efforts.
1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which you hit on me. You did.
I did.
Okay. 1/2 tablespoon.
So I'm needing to beat this up quite a lot to get all of the marshmallow in. You can see the consistency. This is the first time I've ever made mousse with marshmallow. So this is very interesting to me. I don't know, has anybody else ever tried it with marshmallow before?
Rice Krispie squares.
Rice
That
Krispie
makes sense.
squares,
It's
yeah.
replacing your sugar, right?
Yep.
So why the big ton, the dump truck full of sugar? You know, does it break down better?
I'm not sure, but we're gonna find
We'll
out.
find out. Here I go mixing stuff up. I don't know what I'm doing. No folding. Oh, is this bad, Becca?
Well, it's not bad. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be
It's a
fine.
simple cake, right?
It's a simple cake. Yeah, just don't overmix. Overmix.
What about-
Definitely you need to mix it a lot.
What about chocolate chips?
Do you want chocolate chips? Is your recipe call for chocolate chips? Or are you just
No.
making it up?
I'm making it up
Well,
because it's mine.
You do that.
Gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, well, not only that,
This is my lunch.
this is your health by the second mile club. All right,
Sure,
here we go.
chocolate chips, because they never hurt anybody.
All right.
Okay, where's our other second bowl? We had a tip we wanted to do.
Well, it's still in the microwave because I needed to do this first.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
You want me to take over while you look the other way and
No, I'm
Something bad
okay. I
happens.
think we're all right. I don't think I need anything bad to happen.
I got troubles here already.
You got troubles.
My ingredients are stuck inside my mixer.
Oh, yeah, that can
Yeah.
happen. That is a hazard,
Too many chocolate chips.
workplace hazard of chocolate chips.
Okay, so this is really, like the consistency, I don't know if anybody can see this.
Yeah, that's the right
It's
consistency.
super thick.
But that's what you want.
Is it?
That's a mug cake, right?
How do you pour it?
You don't, you put it
Need
in.
water?
Do you think that would hurt it? Some
I don't
more-
know. What'd your recipe say?
Oh, Becca's trashed my recipe. On purpose, she's putting her thing on top. Oh, it's not my day.
There is no, 2 tablespoons of water.
No, I did put the water, but you think adding more would hurt it?
Should add some mousse to it.
Oh, these gotta stay separate.
Make it really rich.
Much
Ah.
better.
Lots of
No,
marshmallows here for him.
no cross contamination.
Oh, yeah, you know,
Get out of here.
wouldn't want any of that delicious
You're too close.
stuff to go in there. Oh, am I too close, Carl?
Oh, I'm nervous.
That's a part of psychological warfare, is getting into people's faces and being really like,
And then she put salt in my coffee this morning.
yeah. And
She's
then
been
he put
after me.
barbecue sauce on my food, so we're okay, on my eggs. All right, so here we go.
What do you got going?
So there's my mousse to go into the fridge right now. So
That's
that's
it.
going in and it's got to set up now. So I've got to set it up for a bit. I got to cool that quick.
Oh, maybe I'll hide your ingredients.
Don't you dare.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a little water. This
Drop
is very
in the freezer
thick.
for a little bit
And
first.
because I want to pour it into muffin trays. Let's
Cool that off quick.
I mean, it smells like cake, so I didn't screw up too bad, right?
Mine tastes pretty good, Carl.
Are you sure?
I'm back here eating it and
I
it's
I
nice.
snuck something in there when you weren't looking.
Oh God, what?
Wait for the heat to kick in.
That's really nice.
Scott's bonnet pepper.
I like chocolate.
You know
It's
what?
like a
Chocolate and
chocolate and
jalapenos,
jalapenos are good.
it's a thing, right?
It is a thing.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it's a thing. I wouldn't do it.
All right.
Pinch of chili.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a better consistency.
Mm,
So,
Yeah.
like, it called for,
it's like a mole and ancho chili.
Yeah?
Yum.
so in the microwave, how long was it? Like 3 minutes?
Mine was 2 minutes in the
Yeah,
microwave.
yeah. This is like super fast. We're gonna be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Now it has to be in the freezer for a bit though, mine.
Because I'm putting mine in the oven, we're gonna guess 10 minutes.
Mhm.
It says until the center's hot. I kind of like it when it's not fully done in the middle, like a lava cake, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
Remember our
preheat
lava
the
cake?
oven?
That was good.
That was fun.
Did you preheat the oven?
I sure did. That's the one thing I'm good at.
Thinking ahead. He's very good at thinking ahead. All right, so.
I'm all prep work and no results.
Yeah, no, don't say that, Carl. That's not accurate.
No, it's okay.
That is not an accurate estimation of yourself at all.
That's good.
We're happy.
Minimal spillage. It's looking good out. It looks very silky, you know?
You want
I'm
to
gonna try
clean
it.
that for me, or I'll grab that, maybe
Nope, you
from
can
you.
have it.
I need it,
I'm
though.
licking it.
You're licking it.
In the
Stop licking it.
background.
That's gross. Don't you know? Clean that off.
Sure.
Oh. Sick. Anyway, we do follow COVID protocols here in the kitchen. Just kidding.
I'm far away.
He's far, far away, licking that thing and now covering it with soap so that we can put it into the cream, which is lovely. The next step for me is
Oh, but this is wet. When are we gonna talk about that?
we're gonna talk about it soon. I have to check the chocolate. But we're gonna actually whip this cream up into like a semi-whipped state.
Yep.
And a little bit and pull it in. So let me check on this.
So let me spoon some of these out.
All right.
I'm gonna coat it with just a little bit of cooking spray so it don't stick.
But now you have to wait on that.
I do.
You do, sir. You know why?
This was-
No. Because it's time for the hot sip.
What happens if you get like even a drop of water in your chocolate. What happened?
Disaster. The
Doesn't it?
chocolate seizes. So Carl, is this
Jesus,
water?
what do you mean? Yeah,
Just a
that's-
second. So let me just mix this up for a second so that you can see. Okay, here's your melted chocolate that you so happily melted in the microwave.
Yeah.
Man, that chocolate looks
it
good.
looks good, nice and smooth, right?
Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, Carl,
What's
why
gonna
don't you accidentally sabotage my chocolate? Here's your big chance.
Okay.
Sabotage me, just a
So
drip.
say you got a drop in there by accident.
Yeah.
Even- I
Look what
was-
happens.
I was reading.
Uh-oh,
What
look
happened?
at the texture.
So they said a drop of water can ruin chocolate. Oh
And
yeah,
look at that.
it got chunky right away.
Look at how horrible that is.
I didn't know chocolate was so fragile.
And so on this side, you have the untouched chocolate. You can see how smooth and unctuous that is. And on this side, you've got the seized chocolate, which is all messed up and groovy.
So what happened? You throw it out? What's the tip here?
Well, no, you
We,
definitely don't want to
can
throw
you-
out
can
your
you bring it
chocolate.
back?
You can bring it back. So this is what we're gonna do is,
Yeah.
Carl, would you take a little bit of butter, maybe like a tiny little thing of butter and melt it for me?
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do in order to try to save the chocolate is to use butter or some sort of oil that you've got. I always prefer butter to kind of emulsify the chocolate again. So that kind of gets rid of, so you would need to melt it.
I have to-
You have to melt it. You can't just put it in like that or it'll just be a hot mess. Sorry.
do-
So then you melt your butter. So Carl's be an angel and go melt butter. Yeah, so.
So even a cold bowl or a cold metal spoon can seize it, right?
Yeah,
I think
anything can
chocolate's
seize that
super
stuff
fragile.
up. It is very fragile. And especially if it's not high quality chocolate, which, you know, none of us are going to buy our chocolate from France or anything like that. So, okay, Carl is. So, okay, if you're not Carl or somebody who is like a real connoisseur of chocolate, what you need to do if you're using is just use butter to emulsify it if you make a bit of a
So that
mistake
really-
to it.
That really went bad, eh?
It really goes bad and it goes bad fast. You can see, I don't know if everyone can see here, I'll bring it up a bit so you can see the difference between the chocolate that hasn't been touched by water and the chocolate that has. So there's
I don't know.
quite the difference in texture there. And you can see here, you can see how chunky that is. Pretty gross,
It is gross. Here comes
pretty
butter.
gross.
Here comes butter.
All right, let's see this butter.
So if I pour this in, how much are we talking?
Just a little tiny bit at a
bit?
time. Let's start with a little bit at a time. So we're gonna try to fix this up. So let's see, you're gonna add some butter. So let's see if that helps.
It's never gonna go back to how it was, but it may still
But
be
It
usable.
may still be usable.
More?
Let's get more. The more the merrier, and let's see if we can rescue
I mean,
this.
I'm okay with adding butter to anything. Chocolate, more butter. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you
More?
just a little more, please.
Now I have a question. If you
Yeah.
use
Yes.
butter, there is whey in the butter. You know, if you melt down butter at the bottom, you
Yeah.
usually have some liquid too. You would also need to work that in.
That's
If
right.
if you use coconut oil, you don't have that problem.
There
Thank you
go.
so
Super
much.
tip, super tip.
Super tip from Hild, as
Yeah.
per usual, Hild. Thank you for that. Amazing.
And
And here we go, friends. Take a look at this chocolate again.
I mean, you use the microwave, but the proper way to, not proper way, but you don't want to add direct heat to chocolate. So if you want it in a bowl, you put it like a glass bowl on top of a boiling pot of water. Just
So
nothing
Carl,
direct.
doesn't that look a lot better now?
It does, it almost looks like how it started.
Almost how it started, not quite. the
Pretty
same
good tip,
shape
because I would
there.
have just ate it and opened more chocolate.
And that's it, and you guys can see. There you are, back to kind of a better structure. Okay, Carl, back to our regularly scheduled
Okay,
chocolate
get
muffins.
this out of the way.
You got it, okay, get it
Little
into my mouth,
science
please.
experiment out of here.
Mm.
You can just eat chocolate while I spoon these out. So how full would you make these? If they are gonna rise a little, right?
I wouldn't overdo it.
It's my middle name.
I know.
So
You got
I've
this.
gone off recipe, like this was only supposed to be, I doubled it, so it was like a mug's worth. That would be fun to eat, but then I started thinking, how would you get them out? You can't, you just gotta eat it out of the mug.
You didn't go off recipe, sir, you just doubled it.
I was thinking, I use my brain here,
Nothing wrong with that.
big brain moment. And I said, we're gonna make little cakes. If you know, share if you're nice,
I'm not sure if I'm nice.
not today.
I'm pretty mean, just in general as a human.
No,
Just kidding. Psych.
I mean, we could have gone crazy with like wild recipes, but
We could
I'd
have.
rather do stuff people can just say, hey, I wanna make one of these.
Well, the nice thing about it is that it's simple, and I think that's the key to our battle today, is that it's a simple battle that you can make at home.
And if you did wanna fancy it up, it's the extras, like, I've got a couple of secrets for later, once this is done baking.
My secret, I'm starting to whip my cream. The key with mine is that it's got like a 45-minute cooling period. So I'm speeding that up by putting it into
So I'm gonna win
the
because
freezer.
I'm done first.
Well, we'll see, because I put mine into the freezer, and then I'm gonna fold in the remaining cream.
So, no, this is literally a race, and that's
It's a race.
yeah.
I didn't agree to a race.
It's a chocolate race.
It's a chocolate battle. It's a chocolate
You
war.
didn't get the memo?
No, I didn't get any memo.
Oh.
And did anyone else get a memo?
This came from the top.
From the top, from the top of Carl's head.
Switzerland. They said no.
Well, that was funny because I was on the horn with Switzerland and they were telling me that you had broken multiple chocolate rules. There's been multiple violations.
The horn on the top of the Alps, you're blowing it?
That's right. No, I was talking into it. That's what you do with those.
Well, there's a lot left for me to eat here, and I managed to get 5. Down a little bit, or?
Oh, I don't think I can, Carl. I don't think I can.
I'm gonna throw these in the oven.
Yeah, go for it.
I think
For how
some of them might be too full.
I'm gonna look out for 10 minutes.
Okay, so Carl's doing that while I'm bringing my cream to a soft peak here. Now, what's important about this is that you just take your time with it. It's kind of a stress reliever, so it's lovely. You can see it's already coming together here.
Eating chocolate behind you.
I'm sure that's a stress reliever as well.
I've worn already, look at this.
You are pretty great, Carl. We know that. That being said, let me just test a little of this.
I'm a
What kind
chocolate,
of person?
what's it called, chocolatier?
You're a chocolatier.
That's me.
Impressive. Impressive.
No formal training, just I really like chocolate.
Just passionate about your work.
Back to business. How's that looking? How's your arm, buddy?
My arm is good.
You had this out, you were gonna do the.
I was gonna do
machine.
it the machine, but then I was worried the machine would be too loud, but then I found that this is
You
sufficiently
just wanted to show off. It's so strong and,
burly.
well, I did this last time and you were right, you called me on it. It's rough, it's tough work.
It is tough work, but you get it done.
Yeah,
That's pretty good for
I
me.
think I got a taste test.
You wanna taste test it? There's no sugar in it, Carl, go for it.
No.
You still want to?
Never mind.
No, I knew that would turn him off. As soon as I said no sugar, he's like, I'm out, I'm out.
I got chocolate all over me.
What about your mommy taste buds? You love a little salt, don't you, Carl? Not a chance?
28.
We're doing okay?
Maybe I didn't check it.
I think that's pretty acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I'm gonna set that aside.
So yours is more about just setting.
Mine is about setting.
And if
Mine's
you
gotta
were-
take its time to cool off and then set.
If you weren't putting it in the freezer, what would you normally do? Just
You'd
leave
let it
out?
cool off. You'd leave it off there for set 45 minutes and just let it
Just
cool.
room temp?
Room temp.
Oh, interesting. So this is very easy.
Yeah, this is
I
quite.
couldn't believe how well the marshmallows melted down.
Yeah, they melted down really well.
You know?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the science of putting the sugar in the freezer, but we'll see how that comes.
I'm all right. If you're worried, that means I'm gonna win.
Oh, come on. Let's see here. This is pretty warm still at the bottom.
I wouldn't rush it. Oh.
Top is a little. We'll put this down a bit lower. I will. See if that helps a bit.
So what's everybody's favorite go-to chocolate recipe?
Yeah, what's your favorite chocolate stuff, guys?
Chocolate cake.
Cake
Cake.
from scratch?
Yep.
Yum.
The layer, you make a couple, and then what's in the middle? Just icing? Sometimes there's like it's almost like a gelatin layer, or like a jelly.
You could put jam or something in the middle, sure, if you want to.
Fruit always seems to pair with
Raspberries and chocolate go
That's
really
the one.
well.
That's the one.
Gotta love that. Anybody
Black
else?
Forest cake.
What's that?
Black Forest cake.
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely, Marlene.
And what else is the best chocolate? Everything.
Phil, do you like, what kind of chocolate do you like?
Brownies,
Brownies, nice.
I want-
fudgier the better.
Yes, yes, the fudgy centers are so good.
Perfect.
So good.
So I was gonna make a fudge today.
Oh,
But,
and he chickened out. He
well,
chickened out.
Nobody, it wouldn't be ready. It wouldn't be ready. It takes
Mine's
a
not gonna be
while.
ready.
But that means I win,
Well,
right?
you'll see, you'll
Automatic.
see. How is yours cooking? How many
Don't,
more
don't
minutes?
even go close.
I wanna
Look
see.
at it. Don't
I
even-
should look
don't
inside.
open it.
I should peer inside, Carl. You're always so
Not good.
insistent about opening this
That's
thing.
true. Fair is fair.
Fair is fair. No, I'm not David. Come on. I'm not that much of a jerk, am I, guys? Not that much.
You wanna keep going with this?
No, I'm good. That's ready to go. I don't want it to be beaten anymore. I don't want to overmix it. Now you're just trying to jinx me.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So 40 seconds for those cakes that he's gonna bring out.
But you think they'll just slide right out?
I think so. You need to loosen the sides though, maybe.
Let them
Loosen
sit for a
it, let them
minute.
sit for a minute, loosen the sides with a knife and then flip them over. You know what to do.
Okay.
We've done this before. We know this from our
I got it.
chocolate gâteau episode.
Okay, these are better. Much better.
Yeah, that's good.
More cake-like.
Yeah. All right, so take a look at those, everyone.
I hit it. Will they pop out?
No, not yet. It's still too hot.
It's
Careful,
some-
they'll
yeah.
sink, they'll sink.
Okay. Smells great.
Smells
Smells like
really
chocolate
good. Smells
How
really good.
many cakes?
So as these are cooling off, Carl, you could probably put those off to the side,
Yeah,
maybe.
You're gonna need this.
Yeah, sorry, my friend.
It's all right.
Here I come. So as that's happening, Carl, actually, wait a second. Maybe you want to loosen the edges. So come over here to this side
Yeah.
and loosen the edges and keep the camera on yourself and I'll, while I'm bringing, but yeah, give yourself some there.
All right.
So just loosen it up. You know how to flip it over, right?
We've tried that before. It didn't work out so well.
It never works out the best, but let's see.
On a plate?
So yeah, let's on a plate. So let's let Carl do that for a moment first, and I'll bring mine out
Keep
in
me
a second.
occupied.
Let's keep him occupied. We like keeping Carl occupied. Well, that's
I
happening.
think it's too soon, but,
Well, don't you wanna,
don't
you need
know.
like I would put a tray, Carl. I would use a plate. Carl, seriously?
oh,
Oh, I'm not gonna argue. This is a competition.
ooh.
All right,
Okay, that one's,
Beautiful.
no, we lost it.
there we go. Well, that's
It was,
okay.
it is a lava cake. Oh. That one doesn't count.
Oh my God. Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
They
I'm
need some
serious.
time.
I'm a serious person now. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, really nice, Carl. I love it. It's so good. So
Not the
good.
taste, not the,
Yeah, beautiful.
right?
Yeah,
It looks good.
looks great.
Use the spatula.
Use the spatula. You're listening to your mother. Both of us telling you the same thing, and he's stubborn.
I don't want to do it that way.
Listen, I know you
All
don't.
right, let's do this.
Your mom is right. Your mom is right. No, you use, yeah. Here. When you're flipping it,
I'm not flipping anything. I'm just gonna keep poking at it and
okay.
go for the
You
best.
got this, Carl. You got this.
I just need one good one to win, right?
Yeah.
These two have ruined.
No, Carl, listen to me. Listen to me for one time. Let's be fair. Let's be fair here. This is not what we need to do. Can I have a regular knife?
A teaspoon would work.
A
Yeah.
teaspoon and two, and I need a different plate.
No.
Carl, I'm helping you.
Are you?
Just get out of here. Go get me a
Laughing
plate.
and-
Go get me a plate.
All right. I just need one perfect one. How big is the plate?
Just a regular dinner plate, please.
Another one?
Yep. All right.
Let's see.
We're gonna do.
It's all in the plating, right, Marlene?
Absolute presentation.
Let's see the expert.
All right. Well, these two are SOLs, so that's just gone. But
Well, for me. We're gonna go for it. Is that hot?
That is
my
hot.
friend? Yeah,
That
be
is
careful. Are you all right?
yeah, I am. Thank you. I'm gonna do this though. Generally, you would let these cool a little more before.
That's what I'm thinking the issue is here. We're
You want to wait?
Yeah,
Or wait?
just for one. One
Okay, let's
beautiful-
wait for one beautiful. Set this
perfect-
aside. Okay,
perfect,
Carl, you move this
beautiful
off to the
cake.
side, my dear. So we're gonna get into mine while that's happening.
Take the plate off so it doesn't form condensation.
Good idea. But you guys are here too.
Yes.
Everybody's on my side.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right, friends? All right, so this is the
I
first
don't know.
one.
I'm on the side of whoever has the best tasting dessert here.
Yeah, so this is interesting for me. So this is, I am going to move this out of the hot bowl into here, I think is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually fold this in this way. I'm gonna take this out.
You're mixing them.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if a little mint leaf goes
A
in
little
there?
mint leaf, well, I mean, like you could put it in later, but I need to make sure that there's no water on this.
Yeah.
All right, so in
I
this
mean,
is
but
going.
not that mean. There we go.
So I'm just gonna, so this is still a bit warm, which is a bit of a bummer. So we'll see if this mousse is gonna set up properly, but we're gonna give her a go.
Give her a go.
All right, so in that goes.
Yeah.
Carl. Oh yeah, you can't help me. This is, yeah.
Let me hold some.
Okay, if you can hold
Or
this,
do you want me to scoop?
or can you scoop? Yeah,
This is really, oh, that's the marshmallow.
yeah,
right?
that's the marshmallow. So I've never done this with marshmallow, so it's very different for me.
It's a weird
a
consistency.
weird
It turned back
consistency.
into marshmallow.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we'll see how this goes.
You know what? All of this stuff looks delicious. Either way.
Look at this. This is very nice. This is like teamwork again. We're back to our
again.
friends.
All right.
All right.
This is odd.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just scoop a bit. It's funny because whatever's close to the bowl is almost frozen.
Yeah.
And oh,
There we go.
this is one for the record books.
We'll see how this goes.
This battle.
All
We
right.
started with such simple recipes too.
We
right?
did. All right, that seems
You think
good.
that's enough?
I
for
think
now?
that's enough for now.
Well, for me.
All right.
It's okay.
So that's it. We got that in there.
Yep.
Happy days. That looks good to me. Can I see that for 1 second?
Okay.
I'm just gonna get this little piece here. Trying to get it anyway, or maybe I'm not.
It's the strangest consistency I've ever seen.
All right, well, I'll set that aside. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start folding.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
See that? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna test yours over here too.
Yeah, you can taste test mine.
Found the real winner today.
You get most of the chocolate today, right?
All the leftover bits.
So now it's starting to look a little bit more like a traditional mousse here.
You know what? From what I tasted, all those marshmallows, it somehow doesn't taste too sweet. It's not overpowering.
Which is good because you're also supposed to use bittersweet chocolate when we did not use bittersweet chocolate.
We had
We used semi-sweet.
semi-sweet. That'll change things quite a bit, eh?
Well, yeah, semi-sweet because
It's
we
sweet.
couldn't sweet, but
They just didn't have it. Didn't have it. Oh, I gotta get a fancier plate. It's coming together there for you, huh?
it is. The only thing is it's still pretty loose because of the heat, right?
I figure the temperature will equalize. at
We'll
some
put it
point,
back
right?
into the fridge in a few.
Well, then I'm just gonna win.
No, I mean, like, we'll put some in a little bowl.
No. Once it's in the fridge, it's
What?
a forfeit.
What?
It's the new rule
The new rule,
from the top.
the harsh rule from the top. What is going on in Switzerland? Bro, that's not how I was doing.
Look at that. That's beautiful. That's my cake.
All right, let it
Hey,
go.
you focus on what you got.
I know, okay.
I got my cake. One beautiful cake. Oh, perfect. That was amazing. I'm gonna leave them upside down too, because it's cooler looking. Okay.
So once I put this back into the fridge, this will set up beautifully. And I'm gonna put a little bit into a bowl now for Melissa. What do you think, friends? Looks okay? Oh,
Yum.
this guy.
Okay. Yeah, clean spoon. I wish I had a sifter. One of these days we'll get a sifter, but let's see what we can do. Maybe a fork.
Guys, this is awesome.
It is good, eh?
This is really good.
Hold on, I gotta show everybody what I'm up to.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh, a little too much.
A little too much.
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful. And my little mint leaf, because I'm the best.
I'm getting a mint cake too, so save me one.
You can't use my mint. It's all for you.
Our mints, good lord.
Oh, they're all wilty. You don't want these.
This guy.
I'm finished. Check this out.
Okay, well, hang on a second, hang on. Mine's just in the freezer for like 30 seconds and then we'll check mine.
Oh, you know what would be nice? A little drizzle, like a chocolate drizzle.
Yeah, too bad there is one.
Come on, we gotta have something. Marshmallow.
We're such jerks to each other this week,
It's
girl.
okay.
Little bit of raspberry coulis.
Oh yeah, raspberry food is perfect. All right, who's gonna get Melissa?
Is she here?
I think so.
Can she eat this stuff?
She can, mine doesn't have any eggs in it.
Okay.
Is yours?
Milk or cream.
Well, she'll be okay. Okay. So I just need to clean mine off. Excuse me as I do this. Mmm. Fine. It's so good.
Yeah. No waste.
Hey, you heard us.
Melissa, yes.
The judge.
I knew she was coming.
The judge is here. She's pulling the
Okay,
orders from the
I
top.
knew she was coming.
This is a mess. I
No,
got
stop making a mess. The
I got-
judge is here. You can't make a mess.
I got one
Melissa,
good
hurt
cake.
your eyes.
one good cake out of this. The rest is a blob.
Just a sec. You're a blob.
Oh,
I'm
no.
the messy one.
You get so competitive.
I'm so competitive. We signed out, Carl.
What?
We signed out.
Somebody use their Zoom?
I don't know.
What?
Okay, you're still there.
Yes.
We'll just not touch it.
Yeah.
We've signed out. It says your account is used in another device.
Huh.
You
Oh,
guys
well.
are still here. I'm
You're
glad.
still here. We're okay.
We're almost
Stay here,
done.
Mel. Stay here.
Okay.
Okay. One second. Make sure they're still on. Yeah. Why doesn't Mel check and then she's gonna come right back? So I'm gonna do this
What you got going
like that.
on? Ding, how original.
Oh, listen. Listen. Not my fault. Not my fault that I didn't reinvent the wheel.
I don't know. We got two circular dishes, and these are. We're gonna have to
And
combine
it's
them.
from the circus. You know what mine needs? You know what yours needs, Carl?
You should have saved some whipped cream
It's okay, Carl.
for the top.
You know what, Carl? I'm gonna make them different. Here you go, Carl.
You're gonna don't put it on mine. No. Get the hot pepper in. Parsley and a hot pepper. That sums up everything I make
Yep.
ever.
Ever. Melissa, please join us at the judging station.
All right.
Yes. All right. She's the judge. I have a
I knew
super
that.
judge. Oh, that's
Time.
this, by the way. Gotcha. I'm very particular about the kind of cutlery
Humor
we
you
use. All right, now keep in mind that mine needs to cool off. Mine is still ready because it needs to cool off. It has no time to set up. All right, we'll leave yours for last. Yeah, well, it doesn't. Like, we'll start off with Carl's. Carl's, yours look really pretty.
See?
Oh, it's chocolate. How can you go wrong?
Look at all my failed attempts there.
That's okay. We can have those tea. That was good. Good. A little bit crunchy on the outside and nice and moist inside. The sugar definitely gives it a little kick.
Yeah.
Really
See?
good, Carl. All right, Carl. All right. Oh my God.
You're all right.
Not a winner.
You have to try both? You have to try both? Okay, okay.
I did try both.
She did try both. So you mean? Get out of here.
That was delicious. This one definitely gives a little extra sweetness. But they're both really good. Oh. I kind of feel like I should just mix them together and
That's
finish
what I
it
was
for
thinking.
lunch.
When we're all
Yes,
winners.
I
right?
mean, yes, Yeah. we're all winners. We're all winners at this
Rebecca's
club.
little mousse on top of it.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
a perfect snack.
We're all winners at the club.
Thank you.
You guys both
Melissa.
are.
Thank you, Val. We love you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right.
Very good.
It's nice.
That's on purpose.
At least you have a buzzer in there, one of those handshake buzzers. I have to be on my guard around you.
I know, sorry, I got really excited.
Good for you.
All right, finally. Yay.
Mine's okay, I guess.
Yours is amazing. What are you talking about? Carl's is really good, friends.
Yeah.
Carl's
Yeah.
is really, really good. Honestly, he's a great cook.
I made a lava cake again by accident, but that's okay.
Nothing wrong with lava cakes. And like Mel said, if you mix it together,
I think that'd be perfect.
It's pretty much like heaven. There we go, Carl.
Nice. Yeah, you enjoy something. You're the winner.
All right. Well, no, we can all enjoy together.
No
We're all
chocolate for
winners in
me.
this club.
Orders from the top. I don't get to eat chocolate for a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we didn't sit at holes in the ground.
After all of those cakes that aren't quite perfect, you
Listen,
are going to have enough chocolate for the week.
Thank you so much for coming this week. We love you and we appreciate you being here. And we look forward to seeing you again next week for some pasta making.
Yeah, that'll be fun from
All
scratch.
right.
All right? See you later.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.